Hello, Dexter Morgan. Hello, Dexter Morgan fans. Tonight's the night. It's finally time for another Dexter-related video. But before I get into that, though, pretty important. If you aren't caught up to the point where I am, every watcher, you're watching all the original run of Dexter, which is now again on Netflix, or Dexter New Blood, then I highly suggest that you don't watch this video any further to avoid any potential spoilers coming up. And just to plug some stuff Dexter I've done, I've covered Dexter ad nauseum on this channel. I've reviewed every single episode of Dexter on this channel, some of them twice. I've done a seasons ranked, I've done a characters ranked, I've done a least favorite characters ranked, I've done an episodes ranked, I've done a villains ranked, lots of Dexter stuff on this channel. So if you want to check that stuff out, I'll put my playlist for Dexter right there with about 20 seconds left to go in the video. That'll be the end screen. All you have to do is click on that video. Unfortunately, somehow it's out of order. Like, things are, like, it starts with season 5, and, like, season 1 is in the middle and ends with season 4 or something like that. So you'll have to sort through things to figure out what you're looking for. And, of course, if you're watching some of that content, let me know your thoughts down in the comments section. And don't forget to Hulk smash the like button. But obviously, I'm here because we have major developments when it comes to the show Dexter. Now, before I talk about the developments that you already know about, and I'll give my opinions, I want to start with the timeline of the events. Now, the beginning of this, I'm not exactly sure which order stuff happened in, because it kind of often happened in a couple months span, but early in 2023, we got word that we're going to get a show called Dexter Origins, following Dexter right out of college. We also got word that there was going to be a Trinity Killer show starting with, like, the Trinity Killer young, and, you know, building up to be the menace that he was. And then we were told that there wasn't going to be any Dexter, there wasn't going to be a season 2 of Dexter New Blood. And then, like, a month or two later, we found out that there was going to be a season 2 of Dexter New Blood. And then things went quiet. Like, didn't hear anything Dexter related. Now, the main problem with that is the writer's strike. Obviously, nothing's going to happen during that. So things went quiet. And then, like, 3 months ago, 2 months ago, we started seeing developments with this now show. Instead of titled Dexter Origins, it's called Dexter Original Sin. And we got some casting updates. We got Christian Slater as Harry Morgan. We've got Patrick Dempsey in the show. We've now got Sarah Michelle Gellar tied to the show, with her and Patrick Dempsey's characters to be characters that we haven't met in the Dexter universe yet. So we got all that. And that was cool. I was starting to get excited for Dexter Original Sin. I was hoping, and I still hope, that the show will give us things that we didn't know, and, like, crazy developments that we weren't aware of, which Dexter kind of covered some of that stuff. So I don't know what more they can do. If they can try to pull a Better Call Saul and make the show almost as better as the original. I said almost. I still like Breaking Bad just a slight more than Better Call Saul. But Better Call Saul, once it got going, was pretty fucking good. So we heard all that, and we were seeing, like, Michael C. Hall even promote Dexter Original Sin. And then we get Comic-Con this past weekend. We get word that, yes, Dexter Origins is coming out in December, and that Michael C. Hall is returning as the voice, the dark passenger for Dexter. So we'll have Patrick Gibson play Dexter, but we'll have the voice that you hear be Michael C. Hall. Great. Love it. Awesome. Okay, you got to give me more than that, though. This show has to be a lot better than, you know, what it can deliver. It needs to deliver some groundbreaking things in the show. But then Clyde Phillips also announced that there's going to be a show called Dexter Resurrection, starring Michael C. Hall. Now, we all know what resurrection means. We all know what happened at the end of Dexter New Blood. I mean, I'm assuming Dexter's alive. We didn't get clarification that he died in the episode. He just was laying there, and then shit kind of ended. Harrison rode off in his truck, and Angela called for backup or whatever, and we didn't see that anything else happened. We didn't get a coroner to pronounce Dexter dead, so we got that information. And then, you know, I don't know, shortly after the show ended, Clyde Phillips said he's dead. I think Michael C. Hall even said he's dead. But then we have this announcement of Dexter Resurrection. Obviously, Dexter's going to be alive again. I think it's pretty obvious. What they do after that, I do not know, but there are possibilities with that. Now, obviously, it's a shame that the show has ended twice and not had a very good ending, and I would be one to agree with Cody Leach that actually the original Dexter ending is better than the Dexter New Blood ending. Now, I did like the Dexter New Blood ending at first. The end of it sucked, like the last 25 minutes of it sucked, but the ending was okay in my opinion. But you know what? Honestly, that show, rewatching it, I wasn't very happy with Dexter New Blood. It left a sick taste in my mouth with some of the things that they did in this show. So, but we never actually got confirmation that Dexter was actually dead in the show. So maybe they could say, you know what? This was actually our plan all along. We wanted you to believe that Dexter was gone, but we're bringing him back. Now, my thoughts, I love it. I was not expecting a Dexter Resurrection show, so I am all for it. Dexter is arguably the most popular thing on my channel that people come to see. Other than UFC live fight reactions, it's Dexter content. Specifically, new Dexter content. So I'm excited to cover it. Obviously, I'll be covering Dexter Original Sin on this channel. I'm a little excited for it. I just don't know what they can give us that we don't already know. And then, of course, I'll definitely be covering Dexter Resurrection. Now, what do I want to see in Dexter Resurrection? Well, I want them to make some things right that they did wrong in Dexter New Blood. First of all, I think everybody knows where I'm going to go first. Hannah McKay needs to be alive. But she's dead. Really? Is she dead? We had some kid that's claiming to be Harrison say that Hannah died of pancreatic cancer. We don't have any proof that that happened. All we know is the word of this kid that claims to be Harrison, which I dispute that that's even Harrison still. So they could easily bring Hannah back. Dexter wrote Hannah a note. Hannah knows Dexter was alive. Maybe Hannah wants some revenge. Maybe you turned Hannah into an antagonist again, but she can easily turn back into a protagonist again as well. So she can come for Dexter for revenge. Like, you left me. You left me sad. I was worried about you. I was sad. I had to take care of this kid all by myself. So you could bring Hannah back, and she planned all this stuff. Have her be bad at first, and then turn her good. And maybe even give Dexter a happy ending. Second thing. This doesn't need to end right away. Keep this going. So today I did listen to Cody Leach's video. I was already planning to do a Dexter video, so I'm kind of saying some of the same things that he said. So I'm not trying to copy him. It's just we kind of have the same thoughts, but don't plan this show to end right away. Let's see how long it will go. Plan it out. See if you can plan it out for 3 to 4 seasons. You can easily do that. Don't just have it end after one season. That's just dumb. You know, have some mystery behind it. Have people not know when the show is going to end. Third thing, I don't want to see Harrison in the show. At least, not to start. So Harrison thinks Dexter's dead. He drives off in his truck. Maybe the goal of the show is Dexter eventually reunites with Harrison. But you don't have to have that moment to start. Let it play out. I think Harrison kind of leaves a sick taste in my mouth because I feel like his character was really fucking annoying in Dexter New Blood. My opinion, you may disagree. Make him look like Harrison a little bit. Maybe give him blonde hair or something like that. You know, so when I think of Harrison, I think of season 8 Harrison. The Harrison that didn't obey orders and ran on the treadmill and hit his face on the treadmill. Yes, that Harrison. Make him have that color hair at least and not dark hair. Just something that I would prefer. So you don't have to have Harrison right away. Maybe let him come in season 2, 3, or 4. Or 5 or whatever. Don't have him right away because Dexter has to reunite with Harrison. Next thing I want, we need Miami Metro. Not just the people that are in Miami Metro, but we need to go back to Miami Metro. I don't know how, and I'm not exactly sure how the show could work because now that Angel Batista has some pieces that he thinks Dexter might be the Bay Harbor Butcher, and of course we have Angela that knows that Dexter's the Bay Harbor Butcher by all her Google searches that she does. We need Miami Metro in the show. We need Angel Batista, played by David Zayas. We need Vince Masuka, played by C.S. Lee. We need Joseph Joey Quinn, played by Desmond Harrington. We need whatever position he's in now, retired old fucker Matthews, I think his name is Jeff Pearson. We need those characters back. And any other characters, including Hannah, that could be alive. Now, we don't need Anton because he was kind of just a Deb thing, but we need these characters back. The show needs to revolve around these characters as well, and eventually it needs to be taking place in Miami again. How it does, I don't know. Does Dexter somehow, some way get cleared and just goes back to working forensics at Miami Metro again? I don't know, but we need Miami Metro as one of the focal points in Dexter Resurrection. So those are just a few of my thoughts. Obviously, I've said it many times. Just because somebody says somebody's dead doesn't mean it's true. That goes for Dexter, with what Clyde Phillips said, and that goes for Hannah McKay, for what the character of Harrison said. Yvonne Strahovski needs to be in this show. In fact, at this Comic-Con, Yvonne Strahovski was there as well as Michael C. Hall, and they took a picture together. Does that mean anything? Not necessarily, but we need Hannah back on Dexter. That's what we need. And honestly, somehow, some way, we need James Dokes. Now, Dokes is dead. That's no doubt about that. But maybe Dokes somehow could become Dexter's, person he talks to. Harry, I don't know. You know what I think happens? I bet you that Christian Slater's character will end up being Harry in Dexter Resurrection. It's just a thought. I don't know. James Remar, I don't know if he'll come back, but obviously Harry left Dexter at the end of season 8, but I feel like he's going to come back, and it might even be Christian Slater's character as he plays young Harry on Dexter Original Sin. So I'm kind of rambling now, but obviously you know that I want Hannah back. You know that I want all the characters from Miami Metro to be in the show, and I want the show to be in Miami. We can have some stuff in Iron Lake, but eventually the show needs to go in Miami, and we need seasons that take place solely in Miami. If Dexter's going to be on the run, so be it. Focus on him and focus on the characters of Miami Metro as they're trying to connect the dots, maybe, to capture this sick individual, Dexter Morgan. So those are my thoughts. Again, I wanted to put this video out earlier. I did a short, but sometimes I want to kind of sit on things a little bit. But I'm obviously excited. And God willing, I can't wait till 2025. Hopefully it comes out in the early summer, but it might even be delayed till winter. I'm excited for that. I hope you guys all come back to the channel to watch my reviews of Dexter Resurrection, as well as Dexter Original Sin. I keep kind of forgetting about Dexter Original Sin. I just feel like they won't really be able to give us any information in that show that we don't already know. So let me hear all of your thoughts in the comment section. Hulk smash the like button if you're a fan of Dexter. Otherwise, I'm going to have to come after you, and you're going to end up on my table. Share the video with a friend. Put this video on any one of your social media platforms. I'll be sounding off the comment section, but also the legendary Crazy Coffee Man will obviously give his thoughts. And okay, he would want to see Lumen Pierce back, and I think that's acceptable to have Julia Stiles come back in some way, shape, or form in this show. And I forgot to mention that. I was going to mention that, but somehow it slipped my mind. So make sure you interact with me and the legendary Crazy Coffee Man. And then last but certainly not least, don't forget to hit that sub button. Subscribe to the channel. You're watching the video anyway. Join the team, show your damn support, and be a part of something special. And you never know what you're going to see on JDev TV. Tonight's the night.